Cafe being that decided map. I think that suits both teams.
Yeah, both teams are going to be happy
You
to
could
go
be
there.
so ready. Do you remember Shaiko back in the day on Vigil?
Shaiko just dashing through the bathrooms here as well to continue to hide behind that extra deployable he's got in front of him here. Panba does manage to sneak in, pick up the first kill against Bio, and a quick follow-up against Alems as well. So great recovery coming in, but Shaiko with his own response from the inside of the bathrooms, and a second to slam down Panba.
Shaiko holding things down on service. They need to get aggressive here, and that's exactly what Eclipse will do. Shaiko will lose his lunch. Can Eclipse get it done? He somehow ran out of bullets inside of the PDW, and Bride will be able to shut it down. It's actually NJR to strike first onto Bios, who will lose his life with the ADS. Hyper actually will be able to get one as well. Pambazoo tagging on. Can he get the second? Shaiko taking a lot of damage and doesn't want to re-challenge as this F2 is so damning. And that's going to be a flawless round. Well, he's definitely achieved in making that an awkward situation for BDS when they're going to be trying to hold on to that. Alems with a very nice shot onto Pambazoo.
They were able to get plants down onto the ground. There's be two very powerful positions, but that's the issue. Shaiko's just stolen away another life from the DarkZero side of things. Canadian walks right up to Bios, though, and takes his life away also. Eclipse will be able to try and sneak in the plant. Bride, though, leaps out, tries to stop the planter. Eclipse is going to be able to save his own life as he gets the follow-up in addition to that trade. Now the plant needs to be locked in place, though. Alems just waiting for the null timer, waltzing right up, and no, the reaction is allowed to happen, but it isn't quick enough.
Eclipse starting to push forward inside of Mud. He'll drop down the shield and starts to get pressured, and Eclipse gets absolutely slapped. Canadian moving forward, but also being shot at from the counter angle. Alems has already stepped up inside of this space. He'll get taken down by Canadian, who hops too. Shaiko will fall as well. Bios and Renshiro now down to the coach, and NJR gets him as well on the entry.
The skeleton keying out the large majority of the penthouse here, using quite a bit of the ammo for it, but giving himself away to Shaiko in the process.
Able to take down Canadian early on here, and BDS limiting DarkZero inside of this round. Finally, Shaiko will be shut down by Hyper. That's the man with the plan that we usually see inside of these fragging areas. Brittle toss a nitro cell up top and blow NJR sky high as Alems falls through as well. But here's Pambazoo.
I'm on fire so far in this game here. It's 7-2 here, counting the kill he just picked up for himself. Range on is going to make some of these longer range fights a bit rough. He'll be able to work towards it though and catch one player off guard, but there's an immediate trade set up from Bride. We are going to see one connect very close to Hyper, but doesn't outright kill him. He panics and jumps off his clone, but there we go. Bios will get caught by Canadian, and now they just have to play against the clock here and hope they can get in. They might not even need to go in though. Panba finds a personal second against Renshiro, and Alems pushing forward here, going to try to fend off the Cool Vibes push. That will work, but he's got additional pressure coming out against him. NJR cleans up the shop.
As for BDS, as of right now, not really too much they can do unless they get some serious picks, and it starts with a pick onto Canadian. Bride has also moved in and started this plant as well, and do they have the cover? It looks like it'll be able to at least go through, and if Renshiro's able to get done with much, they could possibly win this. Bride with yet another pick. Oh, make it 3. Can he get 4? No, he can't. He switches to the secondary.
Before he has to push himself outside of the toxic bait. No counter defuse attempt yet. He's actually got an angle from far enough back here. Renshiro picked up the first kill against Panba. Now has to lock into the second one. Nearly gets him, and there we go. 2 crosses. A trade does come in from Alems, but Hyper also finding him as well a second later. Shaiko raiding into this lobby position. 2 players outside of the building now, a third at a tough angle. That is Shaiko, who he's going to be able to finally finish off. His Bios gets the trade.
DarkZero still at max capacity for the moment. This plant looking to go down inside of Sunrise as Bride moves his way back over towards Mud. Renshiro and Alems will take down 2 DZ bodies. NJR able to take down an initial one, but not before Shaiko fires back onto Canadian. Pambazoo with 1. He'll try and cross outside, but with that new timer, it's going to be made very difficult. And it's going to get a free read to BDS, but now with an M590 in hand, it's Bios versus NJR, who's currently sitting in behind couch. Can he find him? Oh! Through the wall.
Time is too low. BDS have no choice. They have to force their way in somehow. Bride is alone, pushing in through service door. Canadian starting to fend off the upstairs presence, and there you go. 3 players dead. And once again, BDS struggle to find any clear path forward here as DZ plays in that slow and methodical sort of setup that they are known for. 2 trades continue to go out, but Alems with some big pickups here. 2 of his own. His teammates found 1 also, so suddenly DarkZero been brought down to only NJR. He's going to be able to trip out 1 player, but a great reaction. It's Bios. It's the coach to clutch it out. With only
If Shaiko hops this at all, he is done. That M590 will truthfully eat him alive. Eclipse with a nice prone angle inside of the actual space here, but oh my god, that's two, and actually Canadian's gonna get bodied by Brede as he hops over.
Oh, Plant gets itself onto the ground here, however, nearly leaning into it. If he crouches up, Eclipse should have his read on him here. Both players dodging each other. SiegeGG sneaks off some important shots, but Eclipse reads into the peak and gets a triple on the round. Saving the player count a little bit here. Messy rotate for SiegeGG, who does have to dump some ammo to be able to open that up a bit more, and that's a Bio's hunting for the player closer towards blue, but can't seem to find him, and they have no idea of Eclipse's position either. In no case control, the timer will run out. Things just continue to get worse here, unfortunately, for BDS. 2 more kills roll in from DarkZero. Bios and Renshiro, the only ones left. Renshiro strikes true, but Bios is knocked down, and Canadian follows up with one more of his own. It's going to be DarkZero rebounding to take control of the opening map of the series as they go up 1-0.
Well, actually, no utility here for them to really use. Bios didn't switch over to a Nitro Cell, but oh man, did he slap the brakes off of Pambazoo.
And Eclipse able to sneak in a plant from behind the map table because of good smoke presence and a lack of enough player presence from BDS to do anything about that. It goes down on the ground. Lems is finally eliminated here. A smooth response from Brede. Only about 15 seconds left to be able to get on that counter defuse. There we go. Canadian finds the final shot. They know they've got a player sitting over here, I believe, by death's door as well, so they're going to be trying to be cautious of that. They'll catch Bios over on red stairs in the meanwhile, but SiegeGG swings right out from death's position, and a few more trades transpire, and so many frag grenade kills over the course of this tournament, just over the last 2 days here, and it's going to continue to roll out here. Another one found by Eclipse, but the trades are now coming in for BDS. 3 in a row for them before Canadian finally responds and evens out the numbers, but Heat 2 back down on the ground. NJR puts us back down into another dead Heat 1v1 with just a few seconds left here, and all the pressure now goes to NJR here. He needs to find a way to get the case down onto the ground or force the issue on this plant, but the swing from Bios as the coach does it again in the 1v1, and he's got reason to be hyped up right now as he is carrying his team forward on to victory.
The hatch not being controlled and really no info going into this space. This is kind of a miss call from DarkZero as Brede will be able to pick up Canadian. This is definitely preventable though, as Pambazoo will get removed from Tetris and the plant will be actually not stopped. SiegeGG will end up getting the kill instead and immediately hops onto plant. But where is the prevention at from NJR? He's got 2 frag grenades, but he doesn't have enough time, and the sledge won't be able to get through the floor.
Play out their strategy, not very proactive here in searching for that opening kill. They seem to be too worried about what might happen if they put that foot forward first here, so instead they're relying on the deaths of their teammates to feed that intel over towards them. Well, they knocking out about half of his HP in the process. That's some good damage going back on a SiegeGG though, as he's going to be put down low too. 20 seconds left, and DarkZero through pure numbers negotiate their way onto the site, but they fail to notice Brede hiding in the back of Trophy.
BDS with some very serious control, especially when it comes to 90. Eclipse worrying about the door over here inside of Bar. Hyper will be able to fire back on Renshiro. He does have the case, so he can stick it here for maps, but with Canadian on the rotation up towards top main, I don't believe that he's going to get it off. Nope, it'll be Hyper to shut him down.
I heard an explosion.
What?
So
oh, they got the plant!
Oh my goodness, they're walking right in. Nitro to respond to that though, but it does miss the planter, so Brede still well on his way to getting the diffuser on the ground, and it will succeed. Panba quickly working on rotating back in. It's a very unsecure plant, and unfortunately they're paying the price for it now. Brede having to hold on. Lems as well, where is he? As we're now finally seeing the revive come in for NJR over in Statuary. That's another player added back in here, and it seems like BDS just might not be able to hold on, but no, look at this. Do they realize that Lems is here? No, they don't have any idea. He gets the double kill lineup. There's no counter defuse attempt yet on the table here either, but finally they jump onto it. The smoke now fading, but no, the shotgun comes out on top. He should be able to take this one for DarkZero, and with 2 seconds left, he does.
Now 5-5 when he started off, and I believe 4-2. BDS now working their way into the site, and DarkZero have no idea. This looks like another exact round from the previous one as well. Lems is going to stab Eclipse on the ground. The plant's still going down. Canadian gets taken out. It's a sea of blue in the kill feed as they've got everything going for them. The plant goes down for Brede. Pambazoo and Hyper must do something, but it's a Lems to strike true. Hyper will jump down from the balcony. He'll take down a Lems.
In so many ways he could get tripped up by either remaining member of BDS. Good pre-fire, just no one on the other side of it, and Brede will swing out to finish things out. NJR realizes the pressure in the meanwhile starting to build up against him, and he's going to potentially challenge here from main stairs. Eclipse with no problem challenging on red stairs, but so very quickly BDS are losing their luster in this situation. It's not seeming like it's ever going to come back. SiegeGG now the only one remaining here, and he's really got no one in this fight. NJR pops up.
He did not know the frost was indeed inside of his sights, and it was going to be a single bullet needed to take out Eclipse in the moment. As this timer continues to dwindle, DarkZero being able to stay alive, but Eclipse EE1D out.
That's gonna make
trying to find something here, and Breedy is going to get the plant. Bios will take down NJR. Canadian will take down Renshiro. It's a 3 versus 3. It's an all-out hell in a cell here in Villa. Bios has a cross onto Canadian. It'll be a double kill for him on the round as he's positive in the moment, but finally he'll get taken down by Pambazoo. 7-7, but that doesn't even matter. It's a 2 versus 2 with 25 seconds.
Hyper with the Nitro to go in. I think it's actually not going to line up there. Instead, it's Alems to take out Panba, and Breedy with the swing to follow up against Hyper. We will see success picked up by our attackers here, and it's enough for them to close out map number 2.
Alems will fall now, and that's going to be a Nitro Cell off the board. Nitro Cell out, but it won't find him.
Oh, no!
Oh, man, not like that. A double kill for SiegeGG here. Canadian trying to challenge up Brown as they try and pinch SiegeGG around the pillar's space. Some hot pings coming back and forth, but do they know Eclipse is up top? They do not. He'll finally be able to take him down.
DarkZero had making great work of this overall push with the time that they had only used up there, but wasting about a 30 seconds or so off of that clock is certainly going to slow them down. And Canadian, one more juice up quickly from the Kona station before getting prepared for what very well could be the final battle. Might even not get a chance inside of it here. Yep, shredded by his feet as NGR.
DarkZeros have been able to clear out this entire top floor, but oh wait, they didn't check Hut. Alems gets away with 1. He'll get 2.
This is going to be rough for DarkZero to win this, which is so unfortunate with how promising it was looking up until this point. Good intel, though, played out by Panba, but he's got to be swift here on the follow-up as he's immediately getting hunted down by players over by the white stairs on the chassis. It's Alems to get his 3rd kill on the round. Oh, and a 4th as well.
NJ are not able to find the proper angle to deal with the Jaeger down low of Alems, and oh, what a shot from him. The first bullet made contact with NJR's head, but finally DZ bounced back. Pambazoo with 2 big kills.
We're gonna get the interruption off. They don't know where it is. The second one comes out as well. That gets the interruption going as well. They have to drop it down. They are gonna need a minute to be able to get it back up again, but here comes the retake now as they interrupt the plant and come back in the dying moments of the round. But still, the capability to delay them all is certainly a trait worth considering.
Yeah, this could be a fantastic call here as wow, what a shot from SiegeGG. He'll take down NJR inside of lobby. Hyper follows through with a nade though.
Less than a minute as well for DarkZero to come to a solution here, and an awkward engagement is found over by the mining room. Is Hyper focalizing. Okay, he's aware of the code check player, but still doesn't mean he's gonna get the kill. Bios will be able to maintain that crossfire there, but not for too long. We don't have the Echo in play anymore, so no, the Yokais are actually going to come into play. Here is, I'll correct myself, he is in play. I was looking at the wrong side. Either way, Breedy picks up the kill after the first interruption goes through, and the Yokai saves the day on top of some quick follow-ups once again.
This timer's starting to get very low. Something to consider when it comes down to it, especially when Renshiro's able to hit the flank now, take out Pambazoo. Doesn't actually end up passing through the wall, but he's got to be happy about that one, actually, because he would have been dead. But doesn't really seem like it mattered all that much.
Not a big change up at the end of the day. They're just momentary mistakes of convenience, you could say, for BDS to add an additional like 5 seconds on 2 of their players' lives. Okay, hold on a second. That's a big kill from Breedy as it stopped the plant. They didn't expect that to happen. Canadian trades it. There's no one near the case, though, so time's going to run out, and they can't find the last player on BDS. What?
Swing in here from NJR that should be heard by BDS, but no, it's going to be Arrow with the double. Bio's still alive here over towards White Stairs, pre-firing over towards Pambazoo in the corner, but it'll be Pambazoo straggling around the site that he could possibly pick up. NJR finally a straggler of his own as he'll pick up SiegeGG at the top of White. Bios will fight back, but so will Pambazoo. He'll claim 1. Alems still in this space somewhere, but Alems will go down to Eclipse and Pillar.
Putting it down to a 2v3. Certainly a palatable win, but not so much anymore here with Panba picking up another kill against Breedy. Renshiro will trade out his advance going further down through the red stairs, but he has no time left, and unfortunately not even any case control. Would have had to frag this out for the victory. To quickly swing onto the site, it's going to leave you in a very, very bad position to trade out in the dying seconds of the round. Or BDS just missing on all cylinders here, not able to get their ground running at any capacity here. Breedy just hunting for a body at this point to try and take someone out here, trying to mask the, trying to mask the drop for his teammate. They're able to take out the coach from BDS in Bios as he goes down, but another exchange comes in from Alems. He's 2 for 2 so far on this round here, and the pressure coming in over here towards Prep Kitchen is going to be enough to force the Tachanka back into the site.
Seems like Alems can do no wrong in this as DZ members continue to step up to the plate. Oh, a free kill seemingly for Renshiro, but Pambazoo wins it out instead. Eclipse will get taken down. Pambazoo, an absolute terrorist as well. Currently 12 and 6, but he's going to need 3 more kills in order to do this. Bride able to shut him down, and Shiro will be taken down, but not before Bride can do something. Eclipse wrapping in from behind as well. Has to be ready for the push here, but Alems is not. Shaiko will pick up Canadian. Eclipse with yet another one.
No support system for him, even though he is in the depths of the site. No one tries to group up with him here. A nice cutoff from Hyper up on top as well there, as he's going to be able to find the first of 2 kills needed to shut this one down. Less than 10 seconds for the plant as well here. Bride just with no hope. So we are starting to get a little bit low on time, a little over half the round gone, but it's Renshiro to strike first this time. Not the only one as well, as he's moving all the way through open bar here. He's got the sidearm out, his teammates helping him out finally. Shaiko getting into it with the ARX as he takes out Pan, but that clears out Cocktail, allows for Renshiro to hold this. He's not even had a chance to reload his primary as of yet, but it doesn't matter. Eclipse doesn't seem to be aware of the fact that they've lost Cocktail, and even though there's a good flank from NJR here, it doesn't matter.
NJR pitching these smoke grenades as quickly as possible over towards the bottom of White Stairs. Bride seemingly knowing where he is because of that, and yes, the find indeed. Low HP BDS members, but they're still alive. Bios will get taken down from the player inside of Shrine, or rather mining, as Canadian will take out one. Bride looking for the overextension, but it's up to Hyper here as he's getting chased down. He'll find him, and with minimal time remaining, can he find the last remaining member?
So
oh my god! Bride literally milliseconds away from winning the map.
Pam is still patiently waiting for his first challenge over here at the Pixel door. Finally going to take it upon himself to take the challenge instead, and nearly knocks out Bios as a result of it. Another player on BDS managing to take out Canadian. It's Eclipse from down below.
Eclipse already manning the skylight as well, ready for Renshiro to hop down, and that's more than likely going to be him. Oh, he gets right in behind him, but apparently doesn't hear the bullets flying. It's going to be a quick cleanup here for DZ.
Bios is going to be able to catch Hyper, but at the same time, Hyper did manage to catch Bride. Now NJR finding Bios. Renshiro has now been pinned in Bakery. Also, they need some assistance, and no, Alems will be found out here as he finally tries to make a play. Shaiko did come out on top of Eclipse, though, to bring the numbers down, and a cook nade does come out against Alems, and he'll actually just roll outside. No, it's not a cook, just a loose toss nade that comes in there, where NJR looking to find their opportunity for a plant. No one has attempted it just as of yet, but finally Canadian is putting it down onto the ground. Shaiko now needs to try and stop that. The impact's going back in. The damage will not connect, and Panbazoo will instead connect a headshot to close out on this map and close out on the series as DarkZero take it 2-1.